second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And a good grab there by Cooper Kupp. Picks up a first down for the Rams. And Kupp's gone over the 90 reception mark each of the last 2 years. One of the best route runners, one of the most precise route runners in the NFL. He's really going to help his new quarterback, Matthew Stafford.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves,
touchdown, Rams! Robert Woods from 17 yards out. And the Rams are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And right away, he lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down, now here's 2nd down. First carry now for David Montgomery. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, this is Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there.
Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go touchdown!
Jacob Harris.
His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Montgomery running right. And he's got room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Bears nothing.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
One play action. Fields.
Hit as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Off play action. Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg. But how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Stafford. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Bruce Irvin in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable for Grant. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in his first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, is what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Montgomery, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. To throw is Fields. Throw left side, complete. That's Robinson.
Fields pass complete to Allen Robinson.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Second and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Leonard Floyd in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Play action. It's Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. A beautiful fake. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. It's caught. Beckham. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Stafford. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford.
And the Rams are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Fields on first down.
He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Here's Fields.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The pass. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Go Montgomery. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack.
Fields swings this out here for Cohen.
And he'll be out right at the 35.
Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top roll, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Fields. Deep ball for Goodwin.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Rolling to his right.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A nice completion there for the 1st down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure works.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Now it's Fields.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Fields.
Steps away to his left.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
Touchdown, Chicago!
Cole Kmet,
40 yards. And the Bears cut into that lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Again, it's Stafford.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Play action. Stafford. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter.
This one to the left to Higbee. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Throwing is Stafford. It's caught by OBJ. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 20-yard line.
2nd and 15. the handoff. It's Akers running right through him.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They snap it to Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson. 32 yards.
And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
So now what do you do as it comes back to the 7?
I think you stick with your strategy. You've already told your team you're going for 2. You dial up a different play. The only saving grace, a bit more room to operate if you're deciding to throw the ball especially.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
At the 38-yard line.
From the 38, Stafford. That's to his running back, Sony Michel.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, 22.
Stafford. And he's got his target, Harris. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line.
At the 29-yard line.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford.
Escaping the pressure right. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
On 2nd down now, Akers. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here, Stafford. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
On 2nd down, Akers. Stiff-armed him. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. Stafford now to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game.
Here's Akers. They try and run.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And one last throw here for Fields.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football.